AITA for not texting my GF back? My girlfriend has been avoidant and hot-cold for a while, and it's driving me crazy. I texted her that I loved her, and it was read but no reply all day. She was working, but still always will text and even call me when she's at work in the past. Then she texted me that she made it home. It's late, and I was already typing out shit, then deleting it all day. I think it's good I didn't keep texting her, but now I DK what to say. Like, okay, glad you made it home, how was day? When all I can think of is how she doesn't care how I feel, it seems like. Am I the asshole if I just wait till tomorrow to text her? I feel like I can't even talk about how it makes me feel, 'cause she will just get overwhelmed and blame me somehow. I didn't text her back, am I the asshole?
Comment 1. Leaving people to guess what the problem is extremely annoying and can be toxic. I'm dealing with someone that does this. She might be doing it right now to you, so for you to do it back isn't going to make anything better. Straight up tell her what the problem is, how you're feeling, and ask her how she is feeling about your relationship. This problem won't magically go away by pretending like nothing is wrong. That'll only make it worse. Follow-up reply. I agree, but I've tried so many times I know she will just shut down and shut me out. I don't want to just pretend I'm fine and play along. It's difficult, and maybe tomorrow after sleep we'll be able to approach this delicate situation. But I know for sure if I say how her ignoring me was really painful and caused me anxiety, she will somehow just make me apologize in the end. Next follow-up reply, sorry to hear that. Seems like you should think about if this relationship is healthy for you, because it sounds to me it is not. And maybe you should move on because expressing your feelings should not lead to you apologizing in the end.
Next story, my 27F boyfriend 26M of 7 months secretly filmed us having sex. He showed me right after and let me delete it, but it felt really bad. I told him he shouldn't have done it. He apologized and explained that he wasn't thinking about the consequences. Now I don't know how to feel about it. It felt really bad and like a violation of trust. But objectively speaking, it wasn't such a big deal, right? He showed me after, he let me delete it, and he apologized. In general, he treats me really well, better than any man before him. He listens and he communicates well. He's very understanding. He never puts me down. So this is something I don't know how to categorize. First comment. First, what he did was illegal. Second, there is definitely another copy in the cloud. You didn't really delete anything. Third, this is the only time you know about. How can you continue with him knowing all these things? Second comment, my boyfriend just did this to me, after 2 years of long distance. I figured it for his use, whatever. IDK how you should feel. IDK how I feel. I'm just participating.
Third story. A feel-good story. Something that actually happened today. I was doing grocery shopping with my husband today. When we reached the cash counter, I happened to see the supervisor stomping away and cashier girl discreetly wiping her tears. I pointed it out to my husband. We tacitly started teasing each other. He started like, how come you buy all this food and still we go out for dinner? I promptly said, oh, you eat it all up and leave nothing for me. Poor woman has to eat. So we go out. He said, oh my God, so many lies. The sky is about to fall down on our head. Take cover. And on and on. The cashier girl, who was listening to us while billing our groceries, had started smiling a little. I just turned to her and asked point blank, hey, are you married? She was taken aback and blurted out, no, not yet. My husband turned to me and said, see, one poor man is saved. I turned to her again and said, promise me, darling. Once you get married, you tease your husband to no end. Don't let him down easy. My husband pretended to take affront and said, hey, don't corrupt the poor girl. She bursted out laughing. Mission accomplished!
First comment. Thank you for making her smile. He never should have made her stay out there when she had tears. My parents, a 76-year-old white man and a 72-year-old black woman pretend that my dad is picking her up in the grocery store. By offering to buy her groceries and then asking her to dinner whenever, they see a new cashier at their favorite grocery store. I saw them do it once, and it's adorable. The young cashiers are so cute, trying not to giggle. You should try that one day. The age and race make it so much more in Florida where we live. Second comment, my husband and I enjoy puns and wordplay, as well as terrible jokes. When one of us is in the hospital, we usually keep the nurses amused with our banter. There was one stay where on the third day, the phlebotomist came in for 4 a.m. labs, and he didn't tell her that the board was on the wall. to draw the blood on, or that he wanted the extra. Blood left after testing back. The phlebotomist and I looked at each other and called for help. He was in the early stages of sepsis. Third comment, had a friend who was a police officer. In fact, only ever saw her at events and such when she was in uniform. One day, in line at a supermarket checkout, I hear my name called out. I turned around and there was a young lady in jeans and a puffy coat, hair down with a younger child. I blanked, couldn't place her. Out of context. I said hello, and she spoke again, and it triggered who she was. This is where I screwed up and said, fairly loudly, I didn't recognize you with your clothes on, meaning civilian clothing rather than her uniform. There was a silence for a radius of 5 or more feet. She went bright pink, and I started a huge apology and explanation of what I meant. Too late, the die was cast.
If you like the stories, feel free to hit the like button, share, and subscribe.